Hello and welcome back to Finger Guns with Tony, Dave, and James. I am your deranged co-host, Dave Baldwin, and here I am with...
Tasted Tony Bay.
And...
Jovial Jimmy.
And how are we doing tonight, fellas?
You're not feeling juicy tonight, Jimmy?
No, I'm feeling jovial.
You're feeling jovial?
Tis the season.
Tis the season
That's why
to
I
feel
went with
jovial.
deranged.
You feeling deranged during Christmas, Dave?
Yeah, I'm
Jesus.
starting to go a little squirrely.
All right.
You know.
The Lord is going to be born soon.
Like you say. I'm tis the season.
Tis the season.
Tis the season.
I feel you. Tony,
Poor
how you
guy.
doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you. Recovering from purging my house, purging some clothes. My Kappa pants have now bit the dust. They are...
Oh,
the Kappa pants
it's
are
the end
going to
of
be
an era.
It's the end of the era. I got rid of my Booster Juice shirt too. And
Not the boost.
Honestly, there's a huge rip in the armpit. Like I guess I was like trying to like do some sort of like flex, and I just ripped the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I don't
From
know,
mixing all of those smoothies.
Mixing
I'm
smoothies,
more
man.
upset about the
Gains.
Kappa pants than I am about the...
Yeah, the boost shirt.
I already told Melissa, I was like, if we go to Winners, like if I find some Kappa pants, I'm gonna replace those bad boys.
You might have to step a little bit lower than Winners. I think you have to go for like
Value
Village.
Value Village, eh? Okay, you know
You
what?
gotta dig through the racks, homie.
I'll find it. Don't you worry.
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Yeah.
Goodwill. Eh? No, they still got new Kappa out. Like if you they got it in Foot Locker. I've seen it at Foot Locker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go to Foot Locker? And
I'm
buy
not
some
buying. I'm
Kappa?
not buying it full price. Fuck that shit.
Probably like $20, Tony. It's
Boxing
Kappa.
Day.
Boxing Day Kappa.
So you're gonna go out. Well, Hallmark is right beside Foot Locker.
Yeah.
So you go to
So we hit
Hallmark,
both.
you pick
We
up a
hit
couple.
both.
Yeah.
You can
Get
pick up
the
a couple
ornaments.
ornaments, and then you
Yeah.
go to Foot Locker. See
you
if
get
they
the
have
tearaway
Kappa.
pants.
Kappa 80% off.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
80% off, please. You fucking
30
wish.
if I get a fucking chance. Come on. In this economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to give them away.
You're just flying off the racks.
Jesus Christ.
Did you know I found a Blue Notes outlet store?
What?
Yep.
I'm
How?
sorry, what?
Yeah,
How does
I
that
found
still
a Blue Notes
exist?
outlet store, and I almost went in, and Alyssa said,
No. It's like finding Gene Machine now.
she said, no es bueno.
No,
Or like
it's
fucking
bueno.
the Randy River outlet that I think is still in Heartland.
Why are we not going there?
One of the guys on my team, I found out his job as a teenager was working at Randy River, and I
Oh
told
my
him how much
God.
more I loved him
Yeah.
in that moment when I
Yeah.
found that out. I'm like, I love that for you.
You didn't have enough vibrantly orange pants with chains on the side.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think I had
Oh.
many. I don't think that the pants. I only had black pants and jeans.
Yeah.
I didn't have bright pants, but I definitely had bright shirts.
I think I still have a Randy River belt.
I definitely
Like one
still
of those
have a-
like the
penis
cinch
belt
ones.
things?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a lot of those penis belts.
Yeah.
I think I have a couple of those left, and I definitely have a sweater. I kept one. No, I kept two of the sweaters.
Two Randy River sweaters.
Two
Good
of
for
the
you.
sweaters.
Keeping the dream alive.
Keeping the dream alive, boys.
I mean, my mom still has my Exco sweater, so that's keeping that dream alive.
I think I still have my Exco sweater too.
they're fucking warm, man.
Yeah, man. I used to just wear that in the freezer
Yeah.
at Tim Hortons.
Yeah, that's all
and
you
I
needed.
was fucking.
Yeah.
I was golden.
It's a furnace.
And that freezer was a fucking freezer.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
fucking freezer.
Yeah.
And I was fine. I
Yeah.
was fine. So, but
Clothing.
Clothing.
This is now a fashion podcast.
Fantastic.
Late 90s, early 2000s fashion.
Absolutely.
was it fashion? Was Randy River trendy? Really?
Fashion.
I don't know, James.
FASHUN. Fashion.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a rite of passage to have those Randy River jeans, and they have like half the bottom of your the cuff of the pants just
Yeah.
soaked in like slush and
Yeah.
snow and all
Yeah.
that bullshit.
That's it.
Yeah,
I just can't believe you ever wore Randy River.
I did for a period of time. I don't remember that period of time. it definitely happened. You rubbed off. It's like those cargo pants that weren't even like real fabric. It was just like
I had a bowling shirt with flames on it, and it was
Amazing.
It was awesome.
That's amazing.
I too had a bowling shoe because Dave had to get it. I wanted to look cool too. I think his was like black and red, which was respectable. Mine was yellow and blue, which was definitely not
It
respectable.
was like
at all.
fluorescent yellow.
Yeah, it was
Like this
It
is
was
like a
vibe.
mustard. It was
Yeah.
definitely brighter than
It was
this.
brighter than that. It was a vibe,
like a highlighter
man.
yellow, like FUBU yellow.
Yeah,
Fubu yellow.
yellow.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Fuck. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Were they?
Nah.
Now we're just wearing fucking grubby fucking basketball shorts, sweatpants, and
Yep.
fucking graphic tees.
Yep.
I don't think
Yeah. That's
how
anything's
we
really
do it.
changed.
Nope, nothing at all.
When you find your style, you
yeah.
just You just live it.
I'm in a cutoff in the middle of winter.
Man,
It's
I'm
warm
wearing,
in here. It's fine.
I'm
It's
wearing
toasty.
shorts.
Toasty.
I always wear short. I wear shorts shoveling the driveway. Come on.
That's
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So is this podcast about movies? Are we gonna get to?
I mean, we can.
our listeners are probably like, "What the fuck are they talking about?
they
When
on
are
about?
the movies gonna come?"
Jesus.
Fine, we're gonna get to the movies. I just wanted to. I just love Randy River, man.
No, you don't. You think you do.
I
Randy
miss it.
River, if you still exist, please sponsor this
Oh
podcast.
my God,
Yeah.
could you imagine?
Best Man Worst brought to you by
sponsored-
Baggy Jeans.
Could you imagine
Get them now,
being
hot off the
sponsored
press at Randy River.
River.
Holy
Yeah. All right, that's the sponsorship
That's
dollars
the
I want.
sponsorship.
Dave's
I
New
love
Blue
it.
is sponsored by wallets with a chain attached to them. Find yours today.
Tony's
Randy River.
Tony just took a sip of his coffee and he spilt it all over himself.
I may have timed that one.
Well done. Well
Jesus.
done. Well done. All right. Are we going to do Best Man Worst, or are we just going to talk about some random shit we watched?
I don't know that we have enough to talk about Best Man Worst, but I think I got a couple that I want to talk about at least, but
Hit
not
me.
sort of categorized, let's call it.
Hit me.
I got to start off by talking about the menu. A chef's kiss for that movie. The only things I knew about that movie was whatever you two chuckleheads told me after TIFF,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and which wasn't much, thankfully. And
Yeah. We did that purposely.
I appreciate that. And I also went into it never watching a trailer.
Good.
I had multiple people ask when I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to see the menu," and like I was vaguely describing what I kind of knew it was about, and they're like, "This feels like it's going to devolve into cannibalism." I'm like, "No,"
See, you think that,
but
you
it
think.
gives you
kinda-
it gives you the vibe.
Yeah. When I was going into it, I kind of felt like there was going to be some cannibalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little like sentence or two that's in like the TIFF
Yeah.
bio. Like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so they're gonna eat
Let
each
me-
other. I get it.
Yeah, let me rest assured our listeners now. You do not like. Don't be dissuaded thinking, "Ugh, I can't deal with cannibalism." Just it's fine.
It's
You're gonna
not
be
the
okay.
new Timmy Chalamet
Yeah.
movie. Not the
Yeah.
new Timmy Chalamet.
You can go enjoy it, but oh my fucking god, that movie is fucking sinister.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what
Di-
a ride.
Diabolical.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is the word for it. My
Yeah.
God, I was the only, so it was a relatively packed theater. I went on a Friday afternoon.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Oh damn.
What?
Fully packed. I'm proud of you. That's great.
Relatively packed.
That's
relatively
great. On a
packed.
Friday afternoon?
Friday afternoon. It
Jesus.
was in the. I went down to the AMC Winston Churchill because I was going out to see my friend who's in Mississauga after. So I was like, I'll just go on the way.
Fair.
And the movie times lined up nicely.
Fair.
But it was in like one of their small offshoot theaters. So
Okay.
it was maybe like a 40, 50 seat theater. Like it wasn't huge, but there was probably a good like 15, 20 of us in there. It was bumping for a
Nice.
Friday afternoon showing of the menu. And I was
They
the
got-
only
they got
idiot
it.
in there cackling like a fucking hyena the
Love it.
entire time.
That
and
was
everyone
me at
else
the
was
premiere,
like,
man. Yeah.
and I was just like, this is hilarious. I love this.
Yeah.
Fucking just, I was just blown the fuck away though. It was incredible. The performances were incredible. The atmosphere, the way it was shot and filmed and set, the way the entire plot
The
built
writing,
out,
man, was
the
just
writing
so
was
sharp.
perfect and like firing on all cylinders. The little fucking I won't spoil anything about what they say, but like they did like the little like high end dinner cutaway scenes.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like a view of whatever the food was. I was cackling through all of that because it was so fucking funny.
The mess.
The mess.
The bullshit.
The bullshit. Oh my god, just so good. So good. Nicholas Hoult was good. Anya Taylor-Joy was good.
They
She
were
was
all
great.
They were all
Ray
good.
Fiennes.
He
Oh,
was just on
Ray
another
Fi-
level.
I think it's
Yeah.
Ray Fiennes' best work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Easily.
He has not been better than
Easily.
Yeah.
No
John Leguizamo
forget
was
forget
doing
Schindler's
great.
List. Forget Harry Potter.
Yeah.
This
yeah,
one.
this one.
John Leguizamo was doing great. I haven't seen that guy in a fucking hot minute.
Yeah. Janet McTeer.
Jenna McTeer.
What's her,
Oh,
what's her name?
Hong Chow.
Hong Chow.
Hong Chow.
That's true.
Chow.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah.
I saw
Crushing it.
I saw that and The Whale in the same day, and oh my god, she fucking destroys in both of those movies.
Nice.
Destroys.
I'm very excited to see The Whale. But yeah, for the menu, that's ranking. I haven't sorted my top 10 list of 2022, but I'm telling you the menu's in there somewhere.
Oh, it's near the top for
Yeah,
sure. At least
it's-
for me too.
Whew,
Yeah.
that was fucking great.
I wasn't in the front row of
Yeah.
the IMAX, but like behind where the like where the walkway is.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
the one
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's where I was sitting. So I was up like this, and I was definitely
Jesus.
cackling.
Yeah.
It was worth getting up at like 8:30 in the morning for.
Yeah. Incredible. Incredible. That was mine.
Love it.
Give me another one.
Tony.
I went down a Christmas rabbit hole.
Sure.
Let's talk about Jingle All the Way.
Oh no. Oh wait, I think I watched that last year. Yeah, I did.
Alyssa was
Carry on.
literally watching that yesterday, wrapping presents.
Amazing.
So this movie's a classic, correct? I would say a classic. Like you get nostalgia from your childhood when you see this.
I feel some nostalgia for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a twang.
You remember when you were a kid, you were just like, this is a cool
You
movie.
remember the best parts of that movie only.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's
because
it's a movie. It's a product of its time. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Sinbad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a ticket grabbing fucking top billing now.
Yeah.
I just need to point out some things.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Arnie belongs in jail, man.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
impersonating an officer.
Oh yeah,
breaking and entering, breaking and entering, destruction of a service vehicle.
Yeah.
Like he like punches a reindeer. Like what else has this guy done in this? Like,
well, doesn't he go down the shoulder?
Yeah, he goes down the shoulder.
Yeah.
Like the amount of crimes this guy has committed in this movie, like
it's insane.
And everything's all right because like at the end, it's just like, oh hey, I'm Turbo Man, and I have learned my lesson.
But has he?
Has he?
Has he really?
Has anyone learned their lessons?
Still
Did you watch after the
dad.
Did you watch after the credits?
I did not watch after the credits.
Isn't there a
after
bit
credits
after the
scene?
credits?
I have no.
When does she say? What did you get me?
Oh, that was right at the end.
Oh, okay.
That's right at the
I
end.
thought it was
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the credits.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like Phil Hartman's a sexual predator.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
There's no sugarcoating that. Like he is just
He passed away, right?
Yes, he did.
Oh yeah,
He
rest in peace.
He was brutally murdered by his wife.
Oh shit, yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
and she wasn't right, and then she.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, she.
R.I.P. to Phil Hartman.
Yeah, it was murder suicide.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But like he's super cringy, and like everybody,
Yeah,
like the whole
yeah.
neighborhood, like wants him, and like I just don't understand. And he's like literally like dry humping Arnie's wife, like
Yeah.
behind closed doors, and it's just not a good time. Don't get me
No.
started about Jamie because like he's like like honest to God, like I can't. I can't.
That kid was Anakin Skywalker. He's been through enough. Jake
Yeah.
Lloyd, he's been through enough.
Yeah.
You don't need to say anything else.
You can leave him out.
Leave him
He's
alone.
fine.
Fuck's sakes.
Leave him alone.
Okay, and
Tony's
then I
gonna
just
skip
want
6 paragraphs. that he
Six
wrote about
paragraphs.
Jake
Tony-
Lloyd.
Tony's already flipping through the rest of his
Can't say
notes.
that. Can't say that.
And I just want to point out Johnny, Phil Hartman's son in the movie, is the most toxic friend
Oh yeah,
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He is anything that comes out of his mouth is just pure toxic.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a wholesome Christmas story. It's not.
There's so much that happens in that movie. It's just bananas.
I have a lot of questions and none of them are answered.
I think my number one question would be he goes in on like what Christmas Eve to find the stupid doll.
Yes.
And they laugh at him.
yeah.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're laughing at this
Yeah.
guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
He could turn you into a basketball.
Yeah.
like this is
As-
Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime.
As
Don't do
as
that.
a former retail worker, let me tell you, I would not have laughed. I would have been like, I'm so sorry. Please do not hurt me. We have none left.
Not only
And
that,
like
like,
run
you would
away.
be like you said, you do that now, you'd be
Yeah.
murdered.
Yeah.
You would straight up be
Yeah.
murdered.
and like when they open the toy store and like everyone just like goes forward, like at least like 5 of those people that were pushing up against the
yeah.
door, they're dead.
They're dead.
They're done.
It's over.
It's over.
It was,
And,
a
like,
5 casualty
seriously.
fucking Christmas Eve.
And when they throw the balls and like everyone's
Yeah.
like fucking fighting and like Arnold gets like socked and like
Yeah.
he gets bitten by another person. Like,
But that's real life, man. That's
Yeah,
like
that was
Black Friday.
That's like Black
Yeah,
Friday
yeah,
getting
yeah.
PS3s.
Yeah.
like that's real life.
Yeah.
That would happen in real life.
That's hardcore.
That's fucking hardcore.
Like I know it's like amped up for 96, but like that's real life.
Yeah, man. People die.
Exactly, like those 5 people I just said.
The people in real life have died because
No,
they got
I get it,
trampled.
Dave. I understand. I get it.
Jesus.
It's
This whole uncivilized.
That's why Black Friday's not a day anymore. It's a month.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't handle it anymore.
Can't
I
have
believe
random
it.
people dying every Black Friday.
buddy. I believe it. I believe it.
It was racking up more casualties than like a small war.
Like, Jesus. Fucking Booster? Fuck Booster.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like when Booster
Yeah.
showed up on
Yeah.
screen, I totally forgot Booster was, but I literally like tripped right the fuck out. I was like,
There's-
what is this? What,
There's
like, honestly,
so much random fucking nonsense in that
fuck
movie.
Booster.
fuck Booster. Like,
Agreed.
seriously. And like anything out of Turbo Man's mouth.
Oh
and then
my God.
Jamie, he literally just starts.
Stop.
Yeah, no, I
Stop.
need, no.
No. Jake Lloyd has been through enough.
He's had a hard
No.
life.
Honest to God.
The
just-
fanboys ruined this for you. You cannot. No, leave Jake Lloyd
Yeah.
alone. I draw
honestly,
the line.
anything out of Turbo Man's mouth, like,
Yeah.
and like, Sinbad's going after Jamie, like literally, and everyone just thinks it's a show, and like, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, how is this
Yeah.
like written?
Yeah.
Like, where do you see the script of fucking Sinbad supposed to chase this guy up a building?
Insane.
Insane. That movie's just insane.
Yeah.
Dave, hit us.
I like it. I like it. I know it's a bad movie,
It's
but
bad.
I like it. Anyways, I finally watched Out of Sight by
Ooh.
Steven Soderbergh, which
Nice.
Mr.
came out
Soderbergh.
in 98, and for some reason I never watched it, and I want to go back to David in 1998 and kick him straight in the ass for missing this movie because it was fucking awesome.
I've never seen it.
It's so good.
All right.
And fucking there's an extended bit where George Clooney, covered in shit, is in
Clooney's
in a trunk
Yeah.
with Jennifer Lopez,
Yeah.
and he just keeps like tapping her on the thigh,
Yeah.
and they're in the trunk of a car, and they're
Yeah.
just talking about like movies and just random shit,
Yeah.
and it is like the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Like the two of them together, like the movie, like I can't imagine watching it on film because the film would probably like evaporate, and
Sure.
burn,
Sure. Yeah.
because they're sizzling. The chemistry is sizzling.
Nice.
And then fucking Ving Rhames is in it.
Nice.
Don Cheadle.
Nice.
Steve Zahn.
Nice.
Fucking Albert Brooks.
Yes.
Holy shit, there's so many people. Sam Jackson shows up.
Fuck.
Fucking Michael Keaton shows up. Fucking what's his goddamn name? Dennis Farina shows
Dennis
up.
Farina.
Like
I
holy
love Dennis Farina.
And apparently he's supposed to be Jennifer Lopez's father.
Maybe.
It was the
Kinda.
90s.
Dennis Farina.
But yeah, this movie, awesome.
Amazing.
Awesome. Nothing. I want to watch it again. I want to take my headset
Yeah,
off and
all
go
right.
fucking watch it.
Dave's gone. Start our guest spot early.
Nice.
Because Dave's watching out of sight. The other movie I want to talk about is, because I just saw it yesterday, Violent Night.
Nice.
Jelly.
Super jelly.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Is it violent?
Yeah. Holy shit, man. It's fucking violent.
I'm surprised it did as well this weekend. I didn't think it would do that well, but it did very well this weekend.
That's good for it. I'm really happy. It's like, I don't know if it's like if what the fuck?
You told me off when before we recorded this
Yeah.
what it was like.
You gave me an extra movie to add in though.
Nobody.
Nobody meets Die Hard meets Home Alone. Yeah. It's like the three-way love child of that group of movies. It's David Harbour. He's Santa.
I'm pretty sure they can get arrested for that. Home Alone. Like Macaulay Culkin's pretty young in that movie.
Oh, dude, and like this is like R-rated Home Alone, so like some of the shit.
Oh, so
my
like
god,
better watch out.
Yeah,
There's a fucking movie I need to watch.
Have
Yeah.
you seen it?
Not yet.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
I gotta
Tony.
watch that now.
Better watch out will fuck you in the face.
All right.
This
Sounds
movie,
like
this
it.
movie will also fuck you in the face. Like
Wonderful.
some of its kills are, oh boy,
All right.
um,
Giddy up.
yeah,
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo again.
There you
I was on a
go.
real big John Leguizamo kick recently.
You gonna watch Super Mario Brothers next?
Probably
The
and then
Pest.
John Wick.
Wong Fu.
Yeah.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Do it up, man.
Oh my, fucking Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah. Yo, Spawn. He plays
Spawn,
a fucking
yeah,
clown.
he does play the clown in Spawn.
Yeah, do it
yes.
up, man.
Carlito's Way.
Carlito's Way.
There's a good one.
Oh, what's that fucking Empire? You
Empire.
like that movie?
I love that.
See?
Denise Richards is a good movie.
All right, I'm gonna go down a John Leguizamo binge. No, but like, it's like, I mean, the setup is just like Santa gets into a house. Some bad guys are also in the house. A child is threatened, and that's why Santa gets involved. And then also because bad guys keep running into Santa, and he's got to defend himself. But
And they're on the naughty list, I assume.
yeah, oh yeah, and
I'm a
like
big
they
fan
also
of these simple premise action movies these
That's it.
days. They're just
that's all
like
you need.
That's all you need.
Huge fucking mansion,
Yeah,
bunch of bad guys, Santa.
writes
See
itself.
what happens.
Writes itself.
Also, they give Santa a backstory, which is interesting.
all right, I'm into
right.
it.
I
I'm
didn't
into it.
I didn't need to know about Santa's fucking Norse origins, but okay.
All right.
It helps explain things.
Giddy
so
up.
that's fine. And then like, yeah, you know, the spirit of Christmas is definitely in there somewhere.
You got it. It's a Christmas movie. You gotta fit that in there.
And yeah, you watch a lot of people get either violently impaled or completely disintegrated or a nail straight through the chin. That was fun.
Are there reindeer?
There are, but they fuck off, so they
Oh.
don't really do much.
Somebody gets stabbed with a candy cane, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought
straight
so.
in the eye.
Yeah, I thought
Straight in the
Vicious.
I thought so. I thought so.
Not to spoil anything, but like David Harbour's sitting there with this giant ass candy cane, and he licks it down to a point, and then like when he's fighting, he just busts it out and just straight in the eye. And
Love
it's
it.
brilliant.
Love
That's
it.
rough.
He's a
It's-
character.
He's fun.
I've interviewed him. He's a character.
He's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun in this, and he's just like he knows exactly what the fuck this
He
movie
understands.
is.
He understands the
He
assignment.
got the assignment completely and just
Absolutely.
like owned it.
Excellent.
Nice.
But yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's not great. It's not perfect. It's not like the best thing you've ever seen, but like it's a fun fucking time if you're looking for a Christmas movie that is more on the violent side of things.
All right, so I know what I'm doing on Christmas Eve.
Fuck
All
yeah,
right.
man.
Nice.
All right. Tony.
Gonna hit us with another Christmas movie because Christmas rabbit hole.
Sure.
I watched Love Actually.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of another movie that has not aged
That
well,
is a product of its time.
very product of its time. I still love the movie, but it is very emo,
Mm.
like super fucking emo.
Is that what's his face? The director?
Richard Curtis.
Richard Curtis. Yeah.
Richard Curtis. Yeah.
For Weddings and a Funeral. That
Yeah.
Richard Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
About time.
Yeah.
About time. Yeah. Yeah. Emo Christmas, man. Rick Grimes, like he is just the poster boy of emo.
Oh yeah, it's fucking Rick Grimes, and he's competing with fucking
Chiwetel
Ejiofor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For,
Chiwetel.
for a very 19-year-old Keira Knightley.
I think she was 17 at that time.
Okay, I was even worse.
She was young. She was
was
very,
super
very young.
fucking
They were
young.
older, and she was very, very
Yeah,
young.
it was,
like she was
uh,
under 20.
Yeah, definitely under 20.
Jesus.
Definitely. Fucking Liam Neeson, Roy Atkinson, Colin Firth. Like this cast is stacked. It's
Yeah.
unreal. The story,
Alan Rickman.
Yeah. Don't forget about Mr. Rickman. Pour
moment of
one
silence for our Alan Rickman.
Our fallen brethren.
Honest to God, man.
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Hugh fucking Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Billy
Yeah.
Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Whatever happened to Hugh Grant?
He's still
He's still
Is he
around.
still
dude.
still around.
He's
Good for
still
him.
around.
He's still around. You're
trucking.
going to see him pretty soon.
All right.
Trust.
All right.
Trust.
But that movie, man, it's an issue.
Mm,
It's a real issue, and it does not teach the right lessons about love.
yeah.
Also, I want to point out, there's a scene with Emma Thompson and Liam Neeson, and Liam Neeson's wife just died the day before,
Mm.
and he's talking to Emma Thompson, and he just busts out and he just bawls his eyes out, and then she goes to him, she looks at him, she's like, "Will you stop crying? No one's gonna want to shag you if you're just crying all the
The
time."
man is grieving.
Like, what the shit is that?
Emma, you thirsty bitch.
Fuck. I just can't. I can't, man.
I always thought it was clever that he was like, oh, like if she was ever to die or whatever, she said I could go out with Claudia Schiffer, and then fucking later on, he meets up with a woman who happens to be played by Claudia Schiffer.
Fucking loved it.
Oh wait, so Claudia Schiffer both exists in this universe, but also was able to play a character in this
Correct.
universe.
Super meta.
Well, that's
Correct.
interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that one for the rest of the night.
Correct.
Don't get me wrong. This movie's a classic.
I'm just remembering who else is in it. Martin Freeman's in it.
Martin Freeman, yeah.
Fucking Bill Nighy, who's amazing.
Shannon Elizabeth.
Your girl, Denise Richards again.
Denise Richards. Like the budget.
Like, what's
What's John Leguizamo doing there? What the hell? Laura Linney. That guy.
The guy from Westworld. Rodrigo. He plays
Santoro. Rodrigo Santoro. He's so
Jesus.
hot in that movie.
He's so hot.
So hot.
So hot.
And fucking, he's like, Laura Linney's having sex with him, and then she has to take a call, and you're just like,
Honestly, you said the guy from Westworld, and I was like, Ed Harris? The fuck is he there for?
Xerxes from 300.
Yeah.
I was like, Laura, no, shut it down. Shut it down, girl. Shut it down, girl.
What are you doing?
Throw your phone
Jesus.
out the window.
It's a fun watch, but like the newer generation should be like take it with a grain of salt.
Don't take any lessons from it.
We all should have done that back then too.
Yeah, we should have.
I wonder how many
But we
fucking
didn't.
fucked up romances there were after that movie came out.
I want to know how many people did that fucking cue card to me. Your perfect
God.
bullshit.
Yeah. So many.
So
many.
many. That's so crazy.
So many a promposal done with cue cards.
I just love that she thinks he's gay, and then it turns out he's in love with her, and she's like, "Oh."
Now what? He literally, like, when she finds out in the thing and in the room, he looks at the wedding video and it's just all videos of her, and he's just like, yeah, you can like show yourself out, and he just leaves his apartment, doesn't grab a phone, doesn't grab keys, literally, and then just goes has a full blown meltdown in the square, and then just like
As you do.
fucking trucks off emo style to look at the fucking water in the harbor.
As you do. Sometimes you have to contemplate while looking at a large body of water, Tony.
Emo Christmas. This movie.
I'm still upset that the hired help that Hugh Grant has a crush on. Everyone just like, oh, the fat girl. She's not even fat. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Even back then, I was still like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That one specifically, I was what
Yeah.
the fucking.
Yeah.
Later on, when you're thinking about it harder now, maybe I should have thought better about it, but like, fucking that specifically burned in my head.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Assholes.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
I love
It was
Hugh
on
Grant, though.
like cusp too of like, that being like just after it kind of being okay, like for its time, and to just being like on that cusp of no, what are you doing?
We're
the
not,
fuck are
we
you talking
shouldn't
about?
go there.
Yeah. It was on the cusp. It was on the edge.
And the fucking kid running through fucking
That's another thing.
airport.
And you're just they literally just walk them back. I'm like, no, sir. Like, they'd be tackling you for terrorism.
No. It came out in 2003. That's after
Yep.
9/11.
Nope.
He
Yep.
would have been murdered.
What
He would have been murdered.
black bag to
Straight up.
Guantanamo.
Like, literally.
He would have
He's
been
just
shot.
getting out now, and he's like 20.
He would have been shot.
Yeah.
Dead.
Shot
Yeah.
dead, for sure.
Yeah.
Also, that kid's only 5 years younger than Karen Knightley. And he's like a grade
Oh, fuck.
schooler. She's getting married to Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Jesus.
Yeah. I read something on Instagram just like breaking down Love Actually, and it just tears it a new one.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it. Still love it.
It's still like
love
you
it.
still watch it at Christmas time. If you don't watch it at Christmas time, what do you do with your life?
I still love it.
Not watching that.
I still love it. For badness, I still
Watching
love
fucking Black Christmas.
Absolutely.
it. I want to watch the new one.
The OG.
Obviously.
I want to see the new one. It's
Mhm.
got what's her name in it?
Is it already out?
Yeah, 2019.
The 2019 one.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
her fucking name? Imogen Poots.
Yeah, it's Imogen Poots.
Love Imogen Boots.
I was just trying to. I'm like, I know her name.
Poots.
It's so unique.
It's on Shudder.
Nice.
Hey.
You know
I think
that thing that you never use?
I watched Shudder recently.
Yes, she did.
I did.
You
Good for
did.
you. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Tone.
What did you watch on Shudder?
What was that movie called, Tony?
Which one?
Total Blast, or God, I don't remember what it's called right now.
Oh, that's not good.
Do you remember what it's called?
Total Blast.
Is it called Total Blast? It's not called Total Blast.
What was who was in it? We got it. This is gonna bother the shit out of us.
Oh, Tony, Why
Yeah,
do you
I
have
know.
to? Why you gotta put me on the spot?
Because I gotta
like
put
that?
you on the spot. I
That's
gotta
not
put
cool.
you. Yeah,
That's
I
not
know.
cool, bro.
I know.
Why would you put me on the
We
spot?
love our
like
friends
that?
at Shudder, man.
I know we love our friends at Shudder, but it's not okay to fucking fuck with me right now because I don't remember what the fuck the movie's called.
Oh, that's not good.
Christ, and it's my turn to talk.
I know.
You sure?
I know. I'll find it. I'll find it for you.
Yeah.
You two.
It's not. It's not called Total Blast. It's called. Oh my god! I have the poster in my head.
You have the poster in your head?
Yeah, I can visibly see the poster.
I'm on your letterbox trying to figure it out.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out quick.
I'm trying to find something that's like close to Total Blast.
It's not called Total Blast. It's called something ridiculous. What the fuck is it called?
Reanimator.
No, it's not Reanimator, but Reanimator does fuck.
Revenge?
No, not Revenge. Oh, that's what I watched. That is what I watched recently was Revenge, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay, it can't be all jacked up and full of worms.
No, it's not that. But I did watch Revenge recently on Shudder, and that movie fucks. So good. So good. Such a good film. Oh, this is
I don't even fucking know.
We'll figure it out
The
later.
loneliest boy in the world?
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Luckiest girl
Vicious
alive.
Fun.
There you go.
Vicious Fun.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
We got there.
I was
We worked
close.
it.
Total Blast. I was
Total
close.
Blast. Vicious Fun.
Yeah, sure,
Absolutely.
whatever. Yeah, totally.
I was
did.
close.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That's one of
Right.
their better. That's one of their. I think that's one of their good ones.
Right?
Yeah,
And
I'd say
fucking
top.
and Revenge is awesome.
Of course,
Have you seen
Revenge is
Revenge?
awesome.
Ooh,
Buddy.
I'll watch
Buddy.
Revenge. I'll watch Revenge. It's
It is.
All right.
Yeah.
It is. You were talking about blood and Violent Night, my friend.
Yeah.
You do not
Buddy,
know
you
what
don't
blood
know
looks
what
like.
you do not.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Dave, hit us.
All right. So I had the privilege of watching a Netflix film called Lady Chatterley's Lover,
Oh,
which apparently has been done quite a few times. And it's based on a book that was super controversial back in the day.
cool.
And it has Jack O'Connell and it has Emma Corrin, who recently was in My Policeman with
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. And they
James, you owe me a Coke, James.
and they won a SAG and were nominated for an Emmy for playing Princess Di in The Crown.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. And there's quite a bit of nudity and quite a bit
Cool.
of sex.
Cool.
Basically,
cool,
it's about a young woman. She gets married to a lord, and then he has to go back to the front. I believe it's World War I.
Mhm.
And he comes back, and he's paralyzed,
Oh.
and he really wants an heir. So he encourages her to shack up with someone and get knocked
to
up,
get a yeah.
and not to tell him,
surrogacy style.
not to tell him, and not to make it public.
Mm-hmm.
And hilarity ensues.
Great.
And I thought they were really good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Jack O'Connell was really good,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone else I felt was very paint by numbers, very just going through the motions, moving the plot
Gotcha.
from one place to another. But
Right.
it looks great
Okay.
and it's shot well,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of hot.
Okay.
And I think
So is this
I think your wives will enjoy it.
Okay.
Where
I was
is
gonna-
this?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, it's coming out on Netflix.
No, it's already out on Netflix.
Oh, already
Amazing.
out on Netflix.
I was going to ask
Right
if this was a watch it or a Mr. Skins it.
If your wives are watching it, just sit down and
All right.
just sit down.
Tune
and
out a
watch.
little bit and just like look up every once in a while.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
quite a bit of dong though, Tony. Just a heads
All
up.
right, got to be prepared for the dom.
Yeah. Prepare yourself.
Oh,
It might come smack you in the face.
me and Melissa just started Uncoupled on Netflix, and there's a lot of dong in that. so-
Proud of
Nice.
Proud of you, Tony.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. That's good.
yeah.
All right.
So, is this movie? Do we go through that to watch it?
Yeah, he literally just asked
that's-
me,
yeah,
where
that
the fuck were you?
Yeah.
Obviously, not
Not
paying
here.
attention. Not here.
He was thinking about dong.
Apparently.
I fucking was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Before we get to the main event, Tony, it is
We have-
time for the Shudder Minute.
Yeah.
Evil lurking deep inside, its darkness knows no limit. So listen closely if you dare. This is the Shudder Minute.
That fucking jingle, man. Fucking love it.
So spooks.
So spooky. So for the Shudder Minute this week, we have A Wounded Fawn.
Oh, fun.
It came out this past Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird.
Okay.
It's kind of weird.
Okay.
I would say it is fresh meets Evil Dead.
Okay.
Okay, shot on
Weird.
super
Like Evil Dead 81 or Evil Dead 13?
Yeah, remake or OG. Like, is it campy or is it trying to be a little bit more straight?
I would say a bit of both.
Oh,
Bit
okay.
of both.
Like, do they
Okay,
bleed
both.
SpaghettiOs and green slime?
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
A lot of blood.
Oh, that's fine.
We've been talking about a lot of vicious stuff.
This is
All right.
no. This movie's fucking vicious as shit. Like
All
this.
right.
This. So basically, it's a serial killer.
Yeah.
He does bidding for like these Greek gods, I would say.
Sure.
And he has this little like fucking like it's almost like a brass knuckle,
Mm-hmm.
but it has like Catwoman's claws, and it's like almost like a thing that he has like it's like a mitt kind of thing.
Yep.
Because it just goes around and rips people's throats out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So he's like fucking Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Yeah, that's a good way. That's a good way of putting it.
Cool. Is he as hot as Patrick Swayze?
No, he is not.
Oh, I don't want it. Throw it out.
Shocking.
So, long story short, there's this art piece that everybody wants, including this guy,
The Throat Ripper.
the Throat Ripper. He gets the piece. The piece is like connects him to like the Greek gods and stuff,
Mhm.
and that happens, and then he meets a girl. They fall in love, and then they go to a remote cabin for the weekend. And the girl the girl thinks that she's going to be getting busy with this guy.
Yeah.
And no, she does not. She does not. And that's all I'm going to say.
Does
Cool,
hilarity
because
ensue?
I would say shenanigans ensue.
Okay. Shenanigans.
Is it modern or is it like
It has that vintage look. Like it has that like Dario Argento, like Gallo look. Like there's a lot of red and like it's very like pronounced in it. Like it's shot wonderfully. The cinematography is great. It being shot on film makes it look very like very 70s ish.
so Giallo, like Strickland?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say like Strickland.
Okay. Is there a wounded fawn in the film?
Yeah, you could say that. It's a metaphor.
I thought so. I was asking if there was a literal wounded
A
fawn.
metaphor.
It plays out, and it's very weird because it plays out a certain way, and then I would say around the 45-50 mark, it completely goes off the rails.
Okay.
And then the last half hour,
Oh, so it's like an hour and a half-ish?
is it about an hour and a half-ish?
All right. Those are good.
The last half hour, I had to watch it 2 or 3 times because I thought I dreamed it.
Oh.
Because it's
All
just
right.
like, I was like, nope, that's what I was trying to think. And I was like, that happened. Yeah, that happened. Oh, that's what they're going for. It's fucking crazy.
Huh.
It's very different. And it's along though, it's like I said, very 70s ish.
Yeah.
You just, if you're not on board, you're not going to be on board.
Right.
You got to get on board with the weirdness and
Sure.
just like let it wash over.
Yeah.
It's on Shudder, man. Like people,
Yeah.
like you know what you're getting into.
You do.
You
And
totally do.
the director, his name is Travis Stevens. He has other movies on Shudder as well that I want to check out. Jacob's Wife with your girl Barbara Crampton, Dave.
Ooh, I do love Barbara Crampton.
And The Girl on the Third Floor, which is I've heard it around the horror communities. It's pretty batshit insane.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's that.
Some more Shudder.
That's another one. That's another one where it starts off as one thing and then it hits a point and then it completely goes off the fucking rails. So
Nice.
apparently that's just his thing.
Yeah.
I
Right.
didn't realize you hang around many horror community campfires.
Well, like you read up on stuff, right? And that's what was talked about in the indie horror scene.
Cool. I
Yeah.
like that though. Cool.
Yeah.
Find new stuff.
Find new stuff. You find new stuff, right? And apparently this guy's been doing good because he has a good relationship with Shudder.
Doing well.
Doing well.
Nice.
And yeah, that was a Shudder minute. Definitely wasn't a minute, but I had a lot to talk about. I like this one. This one like caught me off guard. It was
fine.
I was kind of on the fence. I was on the fence with it.
Yeah.
I think it requires multiple watches. But yeah, definitely something to check out.
Excellent.
And it's fucking graphic as hell.
I love that.
Well, he's ripping fucking throats out.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Yeah.
That checks out.
You know what you're getting into.
You know what you're getting into, right?
Yeah.
Is this the part where we should mention The Harbinger that just came out?
Oh yeah, we should just like a quick hit back for The Harbinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that at Fantasia.
Yes.
And I remember all three of us liking it.
We did, yeah.
It's
fucked.
decently. Yeah.
It's fucked.
It's fucked. It's proper
Yeah.
fucked.
It was probably, and it was definitely like, it was one of those pandemic movies that was, I think, probably one of the best ones that I've seen.
Yeah.
It definitely fit the vibe right, and like the angle that they took, and like the plague doctor fucking creep show thing, fucking following people around and murdering people in their dreams kind of thing. It was fucked.
Yeah, it was twisted.
Yeah.
It was definitely twisted. And that one is now out in theaters and it's on VOD.
Yes.
So
100% recommend from the Finger Guns team.
yeah, check it out and, keep the lights on because it's fucked.
She's intense.
Yep.
She's intense. So we want to talk about our main event.
Yes, let's hit
This
up with the
week?
main event.
We didn't have a specific movie we wanted to talk about this week, so
No,
we
we
decided to journey down our path. And I think this is probably going to be the last decade that we do because we don't have time in this season to finish this up. But
We'll have to do more in season 2.
yeah, so what do we do? So we went 92 all the way backwards, right?
Well, we did.
So 92 all the way backwards to 62, which is tonight, my
62.
friends, which is pretty fucking, I'm proud of us. That's
60th anniversary of these 3 films.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
good. It was
And
big.
they're all in black and white.
They're all in black and white. I didn't even realize that.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I didn't
It was
catch
the
that
60s.
until we started looking, started watching. I was like,
Oh,
they
shit.
all are in
All
black
right.
and white. Okay.
But
Not like there's anything wrong with that.
No, but and also like just for our audience as well. Now that we've kind of done this, we're going to do it again next season, but obviously lining up to 3s. So we'll see if we can like work our way back. Although I kind of would like to do 2003, just because I'm sure there's some.
year was a wacky year.
Just because there's some wacky shit
Yeah,
that came out in
definitely.
2003, and then just like work backwards and see how far down we get. Because there's always going to be weeks that we're going to be able to fit one of these in. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
I'm looking forward
Look
to
out for
watching
those,
Last
but-
Action Hero.
yeah. see. But for this week, 1962 is our decade.
Yes.
And to keeping to our usual tradition, we picked 3 movies that none of us had seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So let's, which one do you want to start off with? It's a tough call. It's real Sophie's choice between these 3.
Let's go art. Let's go art house.
Oh, all right.
Sanjuro.
Sanjuro.
Tony, tell us about Sanjuro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sanjuro, Akira
Kurosawa, spiritual sequel to Yojimbo.
Yes.
Yep.
Very much the spiritual sequel to Yojimbo. But Tony, the way that you described it to me when I was talking to you on the phone on my way over here,
It's like
People still use phones?
I was
Yeah.
driving.
All right.
it's like they took all the things that you didn't miss about Yojimbo and you put it in this one. So
The-
all the
It's
action,
a lot of politics.
a lot of politics, a lot of people just yelling at each other, not agreeing.
There's
like
some
there's some-
whimsy.
oh, yeah,
There's,
yeah.
Like the score is whimsical.
Oh,
the
yeah.
score-
The score is
totally.
fun. Like the plans that they hatch are fun. There's
Yeah.
like really cool, funny moments interspersed in there.
He's good.
He's great.
He's great.
Of course he is.
Mitsuni,
Yeah.
he's great. But
There's just
Yeah,
too much.
I
too
didn't-
much
I didn't-
talking.
I didn't
man.
want to know all that much interpolitical play of
Wasn't it
feudal
Toshiro
Japan.
Mifune?
Mifune, yeah.
Mifune.
Sorry, Mifune,
Okay.
yeah. There's a lot of there's a lot of like I didn't really want to know the inner workings of city politics in feudal
Yeah.
Japan, but
So basically,
Is that not what is that not what happens in another film that we just watched?
True.
Actually, you know what? It was a good double header. It was a good double
True.
header. So basically, Sanjuro is about a samurai named Sanjuro. He helps
Ronin.
He helps a group of warriors try and fight off a clan that is trying to overtake them and impose their visions
Political
and
agenda.
political agenda of the
Yeah.
samurai.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.
That sums it up.
Do you want to know my big takeaway from that movie when watching it? So like the order that can I spoil the 3 titles at least so that I can?
No.
Okay.
No.
So the other 2 movies that we're going to talk about are Hollywood movies, which were completely and utterly limited by the Hays Code of the time. This wasn't.
No.
And if you ever wanted a business case for why the Hays Code sucked so much ass, watch any movie from 1962 that was made in Hollywood and then watch something out of Japan and just realize the difference of just like how much fucking garbage is just like cut out or left alone or like implied in Hollywood. Whereas the last fucking shot of this movie was insane. I was just like, oh man, okay, they're gonna duel. Oh my god! Like,
literally, I was watching most of this movie with half my eyes open because it was just, and literally like that last shot, my eyes just went like, oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah. But even you know, all like because it was a samurai movie, like you do have a lot of like sword fighting and things, and of course it's not bloody in any way for 1962. It's fine, and there's a lot of swiping, but like I can't even imagine the Hays Code even dealing with that. It would have been like, nope, too violent, cut away. Just hear the swords clanging in the background. That's about all we can do.
That's fair.
So like getting to that point, I was just like, yeah, see, this is what fucking movies were missing.
Yeah.
Fuck the Hays Code. Sorry. I have strong opinions about it.
Apparently.
The thing is too, like I also like I did the best picture thing. So like I saw it before, during, and after. And let me tell you, the during sucks. It's so bad.
That's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate.
But anyway, that was my big takeaway from Sanjuro. Minus like, I was mostly just kind of like, okay, this is fine. There's some funny moments. I'm enjoying this. Like it didn't put me to sleep because it's also not very long. It's an hour and a half.
It's not, but it moves at a snail's pace.
It takes a bit to get to.
It is Kurosawa.
Yeah, it takes a bit to get where it needs to go. It does build very methodically, and I liked the planning.
Yeah,
and like the execution of those plans. I thought that was very well done.
Mm-hmm.
And like and
the haircut.
Yes, mostly shaved a little ponytail.
It's definitely a vibe.
I liked also, like, I know we were talking a lot about the politics and that shit I didn't really care about. Like that, whatever. I don't really care about feudal Japan city politics.
Yeah.
But I did like between Mifune,
is that how you say his name?
Mifune, yeah.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that we're saying his
Sanjuro as a character, and Mutsumo, I think. The other Ronin, the guy that he faced off in the end.
Yeah.
Maroto, thank you.
Yeah.
Maroto.
Tatsuya Nakadai. Nakadai. Yeah.
Yeah. Maruto.
Maruto.
The Ronin of the
other
opposite
Ronin.
clan. Yeah.
I liked sort of like when he got to that point when we finally realized that Maroto was there and he had Sanjuro, it was like this battle of wits of like Sanjuro on one side, him on the other, and like they're trying to like outsmart each other.
Yeah.
And like sometimes Maruto's ahead, sometimes Sanjuro was a bit ahead, and then it was just like this mental game all the way to the end. And like they didn't square off and actually fight each other until the very, very end. But the whole way was them fighting, but just like the other side of it, just mental games and
mental games,
trying to like move your chess pieces around and be one move ahead of someone else.
That's a good way. That's a good way of explaining it. Yeah, because that's what the movie was, right? It was just like a lot of planning of like how we're gonna hit them. It's like, are we going?
And then the half-cocked young samurai running in and ruining everything because they're fucking children.
They're idiots.
Yeah. And also, I love that guy in the closet. I think that was my favorite.
He's popping out and then going back in.
Yeah, I'll just go back in the closet and just closes the door.
I like the interplay with where there's like 2 women in the entire movie.
Yes,
and the elder,
the black teeth one.
That was strange. That was strange. How she's kind of going on about nonviolence. And kind of like. Sword, you keep your sword in your sheath, type thing. Yeah, which obviously
violence is a last resort,
right? But it could also be his penis.
Sure.
In this case.
Always keep it sheathed.
In this case, yeah. Violence is a last resort and how he keeps getting pissed off that he has to resort to violence. And I like that interplay and him coming to terms with that.
Yeah.
Because he had to keep coming to terms with it and just being like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, these fucking kids.
Yeah.
Fuck. Look what you made me do type thing. And like how it's weighing on him.
Yep.
And that weight. And I think that was what I really liked. And of course, I like the score and it's fucking beautiful. Good God, is it beautiful?
Cinematography.
Yeah.
Like,
that's Kurosawa for you, man. It's always gorgeous.
Fuck?
Always gorgeous.
What the fuck? Why can't we get fucking Marvel movie gray and then this is what we get in the 60s?
Yeah, man.
What the hell?
That's what you get in the 60s outside of Hollywood.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't want Marvel movie gray. I want this.
Yeah.
That wasn't that was location. Like they built all of that. That was
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I do have like a soft spot for a lot of Japanese cinema. They always seem to do things. And it was also Toho as the film company, the production company.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Godzilla's Home.
Well, you do like your Drive My Car.
I do.
Hamaguchi.
I do. I am a Hamaguchi stan.
I feel like I should go down a Kurosawa
This was only
rabbit hole.
Yeah, this is only my second one I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
You got to stay awake this time,
that was my
motherfucker.
That was my second one in like a month. I just saw Rashomon.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did Rashomon. That's right. On the plane.
On the plane.
You got to stay awake.
I did stay awake. Dude,
You
I
didn't
just
make
You
it.
said
He
you
made it.
barely stayed awake.
I
Barely. Still means awake.
was awake.
Fine.
I was still awake.
Fine.
And you know what? I appreciate Rashomon so much more after seeing this. And you know what? I think I'm going to make Rashomon a part of my collection.
You should
my
watch.
criteria.
You should watch Yojimbo too, though.
Yeah, I definitely need to see Yojimbo
I thought you
again
saw
for sure.
Yojimbo. How
Yeah,
have
when
I
we were in
seen
hi-
Yojimbo,
when we were in
but
high
you haven't?
school, man.
Oh, it's been a while?
Like, it's
Okay,
been a
that's fine.
while. It's
It
been.
means you've still seen it.
It was before Letterboxd.
Oh, so now he's got to do it again just to log it.
Anything you
You're-
saw
you're
before
like-
Letterboxd
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
You're like the wife with fucking TikTok. If she doesn't hear it on TikTok, it didn't happen. She never knew. This one fact was never known before this poor bastard put it on TikTok.
If I did not log it on Letterboxd, I have never seen it.
Oh my God, Tony.
Isn't your favorite movie Scarface?
It is.
Is it logged on Letterboxd?
It has not been.
I guess it's not your favorite movie,
I
then,
guess not.
motherfucker.
I guess not.
We saw that in theaters.
We did.
You guys are. I should have gone to that.
Yeah, man.
You
You
should've.
really should have. That was a
You should've.
blast.
That was a blast.
Push
man.
it to
Unlike
the limit would've
2001
been
where Tony
cool.
fell asleep.
Buddy. Like, I don't fall asleep during everything.
I know.
2001 was fucking boring.
I know.
Oh.
That's tough. But
You know
I
what?
get it.
I told you before this podcast I was going down a Kubrick.
So you're gonna watch 2001?
I'm gonna give it another shot.
you should.
Gonna
you gonna
give it
borrow
another shot.
that
In
from me
4K.
too?
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow it. That's a good. That's actually a good lead.
segue, yeah.
Segue into our next film.
Oh my God.
Lolita.
Lolita.
Jesus Christ.
This infamous movie from 1962 from Stanley Kubrick himself.
The whole time I was watching Lolita, I was messaging people and I'm like, I can't fucking believe I'm watching Lolita.
Sophia likes that movie, doesn't she?
I don't know if like is the right word.
It's
That's a strong word.
It's a journey.
It's
that
something.
movie.
I'm gonna have to get it on 4K or on Criteria, on one of the two, because I
Why?
collect.
Well, because he collects.
I have,
he's
I
got
have so much Kubrick.
He's got a lot.
It's
It's
Is
one
the
of
whole
the
collection?
few Kubrick films I do not have.
Okay,
It's like
so
that Barry Lyndon and Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay, hold on.
God, Barry
We've
Lyndon.
jumped ahead. Let's rewind a little bit. For Sanjuro, is it a watch it or no?
oh
What's
yeah,
our recommend- what's
our
I'd still
recommendation?
watch it.
I'd
Yeah,
still
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it.
If
I'd watch it with specific caveats. Like, it's not Seven Samurai,
Oh,
and apparently
sure.
it's not Rashomon.
no,
But
and it's not Yojimbo either.
It's
so
not Yojimbo,
it's
no.
not quite lesser Kurosawa,
No,
but it's not S tier Kurosawa.
yeah. A tier.
A tier.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
A
I'll
tier.
give it
It's
A tier.
It's still gorgeous. It's still got a lot going on. There's a lot of very, very cool things. Maybe don't make it your first Kurosawa film, because I feel like you need something that's like S tier, and then you go, oh, okay, I get what he's going for, and then you'll just like, this will work better for you. But it's still great. I'd still recommend it.
Absolutely.
I'd watch it again.
I'd watch.
Back to Lolita.
Back to Lolita.
Back to Lolita.
Never go back to Lolita.
James, can you explain to our audience, those who have not had the pleasure of
the privilege
of knowing what this
not
film
call it
is?
pleasure, Tony. I don't want to get canceled.
I'm sorry.
Fuck, I don't know how else to describe this besides an older guy is lusting after a incredibly young teenager
named Lolita.
named Lolita.
Yeah.
And like, it's fucking actually, no, several older men are lusting after an incredibly underage girl.
Yeah. Some of those scenes were real fucking icky.
Can't believe Peter Sellers was in there. That was whack.
Who was Peter Sellers?
Quilty. Wasn't he?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, fuck you, Dave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't watch it.
So we're here. We're here
I
talking
will
about
look.
Lolita.
I will look it up. You guys talk about Lolita.
So we're here talking about Lolita, and Dave's never even seen it.
It was 2.5 hours.
I know it's 2.5 hours. I'm
tried
never
through
getting
it.
back.
I fucking turned it on. I was like 2.5 hours. No thanks.
Melissa's gonna be able to log this movie.
Well,
She
good for
sat
her.
and watched it with me.
I can't believe she did that.
Good
I
for
can't
her.
believe it. She's one of she's something.
She's your wife.
She is my wife.
She
I
is
married
your
her
wife.
twice.
Yeah,
You
it was,
did-
it was Peter Sellers.
Yeah.
Peter
You love her so
Sellers
much you
is-
married her twice in the course of a year.
Yeah. Good times.
Peter Sellers as Claire Quilty,
There you
Who's
go.
Clear Quilty?
the guy that kept tricking him throughout. Like he was like, "Oh, I'm the doctor guy." Like at the beginning of the movie.
Did he play the fucking German the German guy?
Yeah. Before they
my
Rashomon
God.
it at the beginning, like, and we had to go back to the start and watch the whole fucking thing all over again. Yeah, that was Peter Sellers,
That's amazing.
which I enjoyed because I always liked Peter Sellers. I also liked. There was like some random people in this that I was like, "Oh, you're in this? That's cool." What the hell was her name?
Shelley Winters.
Was it Shelley Winters?
Shelley Winters plays the mom, right?
Yes.
That wasn't who I was thinking of. I was thinking of the woman who was playing the nurse.
Oh yes.
Lois Maxwell, who was in like all of the James Bond films as Moneypenny.
Nice.
I was like, oh fuck, I know that face. And yeah, then James Mason, Shelley Winters, and Sue Lyon.
James Mason played the older gentleman, correct?
The main guy, yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Professor Humbert.
Yeah, Humbert.
He was great. Like his performance was like something else. And
Yeah.
like he had like the voice, I would say he's a cross between Orson Welles and Vincent Price.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
That's
that
a
cadence.
weird cadence.
It's a very,
it's an
very
accent
weird
cadence weirdness.
because like if
Yeah.
you like close your eyes and you're like you're thinking Vincent Price, but then when you look at him, you're
Yeah.
thinking Orson Welles.
Yeah. But like, what a fucking scumbag.
Oh, such a scumbag.
Like, ooh,
and
I'm
like
infatuated with this young daughter. You know, I'm going to get in her pants, marry her mother, plot her death, and then she ends up killing herself anyway by, you know, whatever. And then going to pick up this young daughter that I'm lusting after, and then never telling her that her mom is dead until after they've implied had relations.
his alias name should be Gaslighter because
Oh
like,
my God.
the amount of gaslighting that this man does in this movie, like
And then like
you
he's
could write
just
a book on gaslighting.
like he's just so completely obsessed. Like this girl finally like escapes and leaves his like weird lustiness. I keep using that word. I'm sorry.
and he goes off he just goes off the rails.
Yeah,
like
he
just
finds
has
her
a mental
years later
breakdown.
and like is like sobbing uncontrollably because she's pregnant with another man's fucking child and is like married and happy, and he's like come away with me now. It's 25 paces to the car. I'm like, bro, you counted?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It gets a little it gets 0 to 100 fast in the
Dude,
I don't even think that's 0 to 100, Tony. That sounds like 0 to 1,000,000.
Yeah, dude,
seriously.
it's so fucking icky. I was just like, I honestly, like, I did my best to just be like, okay, this is a product of 1962.
Yes.
I'm not going to judge it from 2022 eyes because obviously this is fucking gross in 2022. But then I was thinking back and I'm like, how was this okay in 1962? Like, I don't understand the appeal.
Well, the tagline of the movie back in 1962 was, "I can't believe they actually made this."
That was a
Yeah.
novel from 1955.
I know,
yeah.
yeah. And it was
Vladimir Nabokov.
Vladimir Nabokov, who also wrote the script for this movie.
Of course he did.
And then Kubrick directed it. Just a fucking it is a film.
What I will say about Kubrick is bravo for taking on something like this.
Yeah.
And no two movies of Kubrick's is the same. It's he's done.
No,
like,
yeah.
It does. Watching it without knowing it's a Kubrick movie, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Thinking even between like this, Barry Lyndon, and 2001, they're all so vastly different from each other.
Radically different.
Even in the way that they're shot and the way that the cinematography, like all of it is just like so very different. But yeah, this Lolita is not for me. I did not enjoy it. I also sunk 2.5 hours into something I'm never getting 2.5 hours back from.
It wasn't that bad.
It's not terrible. It's just not for me. Like there's no part of me that wants to watch that again ever in my life.
That makes sense.
Not a Kubrick film that you enjoyed.
No.
Okay. So when I get it on 4K, you'll come over and watch it again.
Is it with a commentary track?
That or Sallow again?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Sallow or Lolita.
Hey, ultimate double feature.
God, tell me what the special features are in Lolita, and then maybe I'll make my decision.
Oh my God.
Does it come with an essay of fucking written words about the movie, like Sallow does with a fucking huge book?
Oh man.
Anyway,
so obviously the content is icky.
Yeah.
And it's about men being trash, which is a theme for this podcast.
Yeah.
Season 1. Hopefully season 2 we can find a new
pick a different theme. Yeah, we'll pick a different theme. Probably not.
Artist wise,
how
does it like kind of land for you, knowing who Kubrick is, knowing his notoriety, knowing what else he has created, knowing that he's on the fucking pedestal for cinema of every film bro in the galaxy? Like, how does it look? How does it stand up that way?
It's my least favorite Kubrick I've ever seen.
I wouldn't go that far.
What's your? Well, it depends on what you've seen. Like,
yeah, it also depends on what you've seen.
Yeah, I'm also not a huge Barry Lyndon fan either.
I've never seen Barry Lyndon.
I've never seen Barry Lyndon.
I'm not a huge fan of it, and I know like a lot of people are, and it's just
that's fucking
also
lit by candles.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
Yeah, people were really angry with him on the set of Barry Lyndon.
But yeah, like it's somewhere down towards the bottom of the list, but like I don't know how far I haven't seen every Kubrick film, so like I don't know how deep that goes, but it's not shot terribly. It looks nice. It's
the directing is like really well done.
Yeah.
Like the acting, the
performances are good. Yeah.
Oh my God. From what's his name? Humphrey
or
Herbert.
Humbert.
Dr. Humbert.
He was great.
Yeah.
The actress that played Lolita was outstanding.
Sue Lyon, yeah.
Yeah. Shelley Winters was really good too.
Sure. Yeah. Performances were great. They sold it.
They sold it, and like I don't want to like. I like
because it sounds like it's a great fucking movie. It's just
I'm trying to tell you. I liked it. I didn't
because you're fucking gross. Tommy.
Oh, for fuck's sake! See, this is what I'm afraid. I'm afraid of saying.
That's fine. That's a fair.
I could not look away. It hooked me, and it was just so cringe, and like, but I couldn't. I needed to know how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to know what happened. And it was just really well done. It was well written. It was well directed. The acting was outstanding. It is definitely a movie to watch because this movie does hold like in its place in film history.
Yeah,
like people talk about this movie, and when people talk about Kubrick's career and his filmography, they're always talking about Lolita, and not.
Well, they talk about like Lolita types when they describe young women like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which again, gross.
Very gross. And like the movie is gross. I'm not gonna take that away, but like it's definitely something to watch.
Yeah.
So are you guys gonna watch the Adrian Lynn one with Jeremy Irons and Dominique Swain?
No, I think I'm
good. I think I'm tapped out on Lolitas.
I'm good
at the moment.
I'm good. If I'm gonna watch Lolita, I'm just gonna watch the Kubrick version.
Yeah.
All right.
If
Well, I'll get it on 4K. It's either gonna come in on 4K or Criterion.
If it comes on Criterion, I will get Lolita.
You're gonna pick up.
I will pick up Lolita if it's on Criterion.
I'm proud of you.
It's definitely, Dave, you fucked up. You should have watched it because
Yeah,
I would love
to know.
hear what you thought of it.
I also, just to read out a review, just because like it made me laugh. I don't love spending this much time with a character who unironically uses the word nymphette.
I love it.
That's all you need to know.
Print.
That's all you need to know.
Cut, print. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I do really want to see Lolita.
We'll have a catch-up minute.
I
with,
feel like that was my
Lolita.
pick. I really
It was your pick.
It was your
really
pick.
was your pick.
It was your pick.
Man.
That's all right.
Man.
That's
I just didn't get to it.
That's
I
all
just
good.
didn't get to
It's
it.
it's a journey, and like
Instead, I chose to watch Black Panther.
yeah, exactly.
You idiot.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I know.
it does get dragged out a little bit. I will say it loses steam in the back half of the movie.
Yeah.
But it does a good job in the beginning of like ramping up and like pacing along. But like it hits. I think it hits a wall, but it hits a wall on purpose.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
So the third movie. Oh fuck, he did that too. Our third movie was The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
So were we recommending Lolita?
Oh
or no?
shit! What,
You guys fucked it up again.
I mean, I guess
It's a high recommend for me for sure.
no.
All right.
If you want to,
again,
be
another
a Kubrick,
caveat.
Again.
if you want to be a Kubrick completionist, sure.
Yes.
But I mean, general audience.
If you're looking at movies,
There's better Kubrick films to watch.
There's definitely better Kubrick films to watch, but like this movie holds its place in film history.
Yeah.
If you're a film scholar, film
Yeah.
historian,
Sure.
lover of film,
Lover of
Film
all things
aficionado.
yes,
Yes.
definitely seek this one out.
Liberty Valance.
And The Man Who Shot Him.
Pilgrim.
Fuck. I was just gonna. I've never heard the word pilgrim so many times in my
And
life.
dude. And dude.
Like, the use of dude threw me. I was like, whoa.
They
What is
they
this?
both have a catchphrase. It's
Dude.
so weird.
I literally
You better
thought-
pick up that steak, dude.
So does John Wayne just say that? It just in all
Pilgrim,
John
yeah.
Wayne movies, he just calls people pilgrim because
Happy
like
Thanksgiving, pilgrim. Like I didn't know how accurate Family Guy was with it, but Jesus.
fuck sakes.
And also Jimmy Stewart. What the fuck is this movie?
So it was the first movie that John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart were together in.
yeah.
Lee Marvin is Liberty
Yes.
Valance.
Yes.
And
Lee
it's
Marvin,
directed by
man.
John Ford, who is a legend of Hollywood cinema.
Yes.
Fucking Hollywood royalty. The
Oh, yeah,
only
man.
director who ever won 4 fucking Best Director Oscars.
Yeah.
Plus he got 2 other Oscars. This guy is a fucking legend.
Yeah, I was looking him up because I was like, fuck, I know this name. And then I looked and I was like, oh yeah, a bunch of movies that I've seen were Oscar noms, like that won Best Picture. Like
And he's the guy in The Fablemans.
That's John Ford.
That's John Ford, yeah.
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 Damn.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
That's him. He's the
That's-
one that gave advice to Spielberg.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What films has John Ford done?
Oh, you want the John Ford
Yeah.
rundown? All right, so he did Stagecoach.
Legend.
He did How Green Is My Valley. That was a Best Picture winner. That's the
All
only
right.
reason I won that.
It beats Citizen
I
Kane.
watched that.
Jesus.
He's done
The Searchers?
The Searchers.
The Searchers,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Grapes of Wrath.
Holy shit.
My Darling Clementine.
What the fuck?
The Quiet Man. Young Mr. Lincoln. Fort Apache. Rio Grande. How the West Was Won. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, like
This guy is had a
it's
hell of a-
bangers all the way
Yeah,
down.
seriously.
Mr. Roberts.
Him and John Wayne, legends together. I believe they did like 10 movies together.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Like they're legends.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot and it just keeps going. But anyway, so this is one of them.
So it starts off with Jimmy Stewart reciting the tale of Liberty Valance.
After being harangued by reporters
After
for
being
a while, while
harangued
he's just coming
for
for a
reporters.
funeral. Bunch of dicks.
And he kind of talks about how he interacted with Liberty Valance and
Yeah.
how he met Tom Donovan, who's played by John Wayne.
Yep.
And just kind of, because he's a lawman, Jimmy Stewart is a lawman, a man
Yes.
of the law.
Ransom.
I love that name.
It's a good name.
fun.
It is a good name.
And he again, another theme, nonviolence. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to have a violent confrontation, but he wants to take down Liberty Valance. And well, the only way to take down Liberty Valance, I guess, is to shoot him, because that's what the title is.
Well, it's usually what they did in the Old West.
Yes.
And kind of like Old West justice. And I dug it. I thought it was very well done, and it looked beautiful.
So did y'all catch who else was in this?
Fucking Lee Van Cleef.
Lee Van Cleef was in this.
It took me a while to find him, because I was like,
because he's
who
so in the
fuck is
background.
Why do I know this guy?
The other fucking chucklehead henchman there that was like cackling like a fucking deranged
Was he
lunatic.
one of Liberty's henchmen?
Yeah, he was the other guy.
Okay.
And fucking also John Carradine was in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
big.
the guy who played the sheriff is a big deal too.
Ken Murray? No, that's the doc. I had it. It just had it there.
Where's his fucking name?
He's-
Andy Devine.
Yeah, Andy Devine.
Yeah.
Andy Devine. He's also
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah, I've seen him in a bunch of shit too.
I just recognize his voice.
yes.
Because like
Yes.
I'm not big on westerns. Like Western, I feel like my knowledge of westerns is very, very limited to fucking spaghetti westerns, not actual fucking westerns.
Yeah, this was a
because like my dad lived and breathed John Wayne.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah.
definitely recognize some of the scenes in this movie just from like the Sunday mornings when Dad
John
had
Wayne was
fucking
on?
John
Fucking
Wayne
John
movies
Wayne
on.
Sundays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's cute.
fucking John
a
Wayne.
lot of John Wayne marathons in our house
A
growing
lot
up.
of pilgrims.
A lot
a lot of pilgrims, a lot of
Pilgrims.
dudes.
Yeah.
But I fucking loved Lee Marvin in it. He's fucking
Lee Marvin,
he's
like
fucking nutty,
oh,
and this
yeah.
is one of his first
Yeah.
big roles.
Yeah.
I just discovered Lee Marvin. I watched The Killers with him, and he is fucking deranged in that movie.
wanna see
And
that.
like
I wanna see
he literally commanded the screen in this movie.
Yeah,
Lee
he
Marvin's a
owns.
fucking G.
Yeah.
he just kind of hover. Him and John Wayne both just kind of hover over this movie because they're not in the whole thing. Like the
Yeah.
whole thing is Jimmy Stewart, but they
Yeah.
kind of hover in the background, and they just have just their presence in the
They
background.
make their presence known.
Oh, yeah.
And then they
It's
just show up,
huge.
and then they
Yeah.
leave, type thing. But
Yeah.
they just hover over the movie, and it's
Yeah.
amazing. And like, I feel like this movie, like, for the little I know about John Wayne, I feel like this is like the perfect encapsulation of the myth of who John Wayne, like who
Yeah.
the fucking Duke was,
Yeah.
is this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also appreciated that it was less overtly racist than a lot of like other
That's fair.
random nonsense, especially stuff including John Wayne that I've seen, like Stagecoach being a primary example of that, of just being like, oof.
Well, there's the one very racist scene, and fucking John Wayne's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I appreciated that. I'm like, oh, it's like, okay, we've shown some growth in the Western genre. I appreciate that. That's nice. So it's
Yeah.
not just like stereotypes and stuff. So that was kind. It's not like you like Stagecoach where you pass a black kid and toss him a watermelon. And it's just like, Jesus fuck,
Ooh.
man. Like,
And that was the late 50s.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. It improved. It improved.
In 3 years, it improved.
I gotta say, it improved.
Holy
And John
shit.
Wayne was,
and
yeah.
like those fucking steaks were gigantic.
Oh my God,
Some
that
of
was-
those steaks.
And like the platters that was a serving platter. That was not a plate.
Yeah.
and Buddy wants fucking like 3 steaks.
Yeah.
And they have like
Extra,
a fucking
extra potatoes.
and they have like a fucking scoreboard on the side of how
Yeah.
much he owes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nuts.
And yeah, them fighting over this pick up the steak. Like,
Yeah.
that scene's
Dude.
intense.
Yeah. Jimmy Stewart going, oh, Jimmy Stewart on them. Like,
Yeah.
why are you guys always fighting?
Oh my
That's
god.
actually a pretty good
That
Jimmy
one-
thank
Stewart.
you.
That's like an 8 out of 10. That was pretty good.
the one part when they're trying to like nominate people and like it's like I nominate this people like,
Yeah.
"Ah!" Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was that scene?
The bar is closed. Oh, that poor guy.
Yeah, there was some odd humor in
my
like
God.
some odd
There's-
places
There's
where
some
you're like,
odd
oh, this
scenes
is
in that
this is-
movie, and it's like, what the fuck is this scene?
And then a hard pivot to, you guys didn't vote for me. I'm going to fucking kill you all. I was like, Jesus. Like,
Yeah,
settle
his
down,
fucking
Lee
weapon
Marvin.
of choice is a fucking bullwhip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, yeah, fucking
Jesus.
that editor and Jimmy Stewart got beaten within an inch of their fucking lives with that thing.
yeah.
And also, I didn't understand how much time had passed between that election and thing, because like it was like the election where they nominated Ransom and the editor that I don't
editor
remember his
guy,
name right
yeah.
now. And then Liberty Valance goes and like obliterates that editor. Like absolutely, like they thought he was fucking dead.
Yeah.
And then like next scene, they're like rolling up to the big city, and he gets out and he's like, he's fine. He's got a couple
They
scuffs on him.
They said a couple of. They said it had
Yeah.
been a few weeks.
Yeah.
So that scene that you guys were talking about hard pivots and like hard like crash stop.
Yeah.
That last 20 minutes fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this?
You got sucked into politics, man. Like,
What
it's
is
just
this
like,
fucking nonsense?
Yeah. I don't know. And like then Jimmy Stewart has to have a crisis of faith about that, and then John Wayne's got to tell him he's fine.
And just like, what the
And then
fuck?
he goes, and then he like literally just gets like shoved back into the room, and everyone's like,
And John Wayne tries to kill himself.
And
I
I
was like,
think-
what?
I think what, like, I don't want to say what happened, where that goes, but I think the weight of that is something that could have driven Jimmy Stewart a little more in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because like he bookends the movie as the older guy, even though like apparently that's just like what Jimmy Stewart looked like at that time, because they were both in their fucking 50s and they're playing guys who were like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
They changed Jimmy Stewart's hair. He looked the same fucking thing.
He still looked
that was
old as
probably
shit.
Jimmy Stewart's hair. They changed it from
They gave him a white wig for the future scene. Yeah.
They didn't. No, that was just his hair. They just put some fucking shoe polish on it in the other scenes.
You're good. Get out there, champ.
I'm just like, I think that could have weighed on him better. I think I would have liked it more if they tuned into that better.
Yeah.
Like the weight of that.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked it better. And yeah, I didn't care for the politics stuff. I was on board, and then I was like, what the fuck is this nonsense? And he doesn't even talk.
Yeah.
It's like 20 minutes of random supporting characters talking.
John Carradine.
I'm here for Jimmy Stewart and fucking John Wayne.
Yeah. And also, what the fuck was that guy that rode into the town hall meeting on a fucking horse and then rode it up the stage? I was like, what is
and then it's
happening?
doing tricks and it's like drinking out of the water. I was like, what is this?
What is this?
Odd choice. Odd choice.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? Also, there was, I guess that entire movie is a flashback, and then there was a flashback within a flashback, and I'm like, ooh, 2 levels.
The dream.
Inception before
Inception.
Oh man. I enjoyed it. I think I would put it higher on the pedestal if not for that like last little bit.
So the order that I watched these was Lolita, then Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, and then Sanjuro. So it was very nice to just consistently move backwards in run times. It was just I started with the longest, then I was like, ooh, 2 hours. Ooh, an hour and a half. I can crush this out right now.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, oh, 2 hours, cool. 90 minutes, all right. 2.5 hours.
Fuck. See?
No.
You went the wrong way. You went the wrong way.
No.
You have to start with Lolita.
I went Lolita in the middle. I booked that.
Also, not a great choice. I don't know how you like. To me, it would be like going up. I would have been like Dave. It would have been like, I can't go upwards.
No.
I will say they're the three that we picked are all radically different.
Oh yeah.
Well, 2 are about politics, and one is very,
creepy.
And then the other
one's Lolita.
and one is Lolita.
2 politics and 1 is Lolita.
And well, like even then, like I would say that most of the Man Who Shot Liberty Valance is not politics until sort of that back half when it gets really political, and I was just like, I don't care about statehood in the Old West.
There's a lot of things you don't care about statehood in the Old West. You don't care about politics in feudal Japan.
I don't.
You don't care
Dave.
about fucking nymphets.
I care about nymphets. I don't like how often that word was used.
What do you care about, James? What do you care about?
Candy canes being stabbed into eyeballs.
Fine. All right. That's where we draw the line.
That's where we draw the line,
Tis the
everybody.
season, man.
All right.
I'm not-
So I recommend fucking Liberty Valance.
I do too.
I liked
I
it better
do.
than Sanjuro, and it sounds like I probably would have liked Lolita the best.
Probably.
Probably.
But
Probably.
I'm with you though. I do recommend this one. I recommend Sanjuro, and again, like I'm not recommending Lolita. I'm just like, if it feels like it's your poison, go for it. That's where I'm at. I liked them all in their own way.
Yes. Lolita's the top for me.
Okay.
For sure. And then Liberty and then Sanjuro.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But all recommends though. Like
All
there's
recommend-
not
all
one that I
definitely-
don't
no,
like. I'm
definitely.
saying to stay the fuck away from.
Yeah.
It's just know
They're
what you're
all-
getting into.
They're all movies done by very
yeah,
prolific,
yeah,
legendary filmmakers.
We picked really fucking strong director choices.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
which is crazy. But and also like, yeah, if you want to have an idea, like don't get scared of movies from the 60s either. Like understand the Hays Code a little if you want. This is a really good 3 movies to like try to understand that a little bit and what that did to Hollywood and what it meant too, because like it's also evident in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Like you can't get away, you can't get away with things. Like it was very like limiting on what you were allowed to show and not allowed to show.
That's true, because there's a whole like triangle thing that you don't really catch on because it's not there.
Yes, and then
pay attention to the dialogue.
And then like the most obvious thing too is like when Jimmy Stewart gets his fucking ass handed to him at the beginning, and like you're seeing him and like he's walking over, and then like the camera just goes whoop, and then all you see him is just like, I'm assuming beating a carpet. Like
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. The whipping scene in the middle, like the vicious one.
Yeah.
He's literally probably just like doing something, and it's just all sound. It's all sound effects there. Like
I just love them just throwing papers around.
They're very strategic. Very strategic on what they showed in that
poor
scene.
Man's newspaper.
Yeah, seriously.
All he wanted to do was print the journalism.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
Anyway, strong recommends.
Yeah, I'd say so too.
I'm just nodding at you guys.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
That's fair.
Skip Lolita.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'll watch it. Don't you worry.
We'll do a Dave catch-up minute when he watches Lolita. We'll come back and talk about it. I promise.
Don't you worry.
Is it time for everybody's favorite sketch? Or not sketch. Sketch comedy segment.
Well, it's my wife's least favorite segment, let me tell you.
Yeah. I bet she fucking hates it every time it comes up.
She does. Yep. She definitely does.
Does she like the jingle at least?
I think she likes the jingle.
All right, let's get to it. Dave's New Blues.
What did that boy buy? It's Dave's New Blues.
All right.
So what do you got?
It's really an awesome jingle.
It is a pretty good
jingle. Right? Like it just like
pretty great jingle.
It's so
even my son
Chappelle
liked it. I love it. I love it. So I wanted to talk about Robin Hood, the new Arrow that came out in the UK that I imported again.
Nice. But
got some more art cards.
Sure.
Got some posters. Got some artwork and the book, which is surprisingly very like small. Like,
okay.
Usually when the Arrow books come, they have like a lot of writing about the film, but this one has very little writing and a lot of production photos.
Interesting.
Which I thought was odd. But I've never seen Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I've always wanted to, because I have the vivid image of the box art with fucking Kevin Costner and the fire arrow, which is very fucking cool. And that's definitely the art I flipped to on my case. Yeah. And I had a Robin Hood action figure, and I had the Morgan Freeman action figure, which I think is fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious.
But I did not get to watch it.
Okay.
So
you didn't have an Alan Rickman action figure?
I did not have an Alan Rickman action figure.
That's disappointing.
I'm pretty upset about it.
You should get one.
You should get
pretty
one.
fucking upset about it.
Pretty sure you can.
So what are we talking about instead?
So I'm just gonna go on a riff right now about what really chaps my ass about Blu-ray collecting right now.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting one.
Okay.
So it's something that I've been noticing.
Okay.
Is that 4K discs and so the one problem DVDs had was they basically, like, if you look at it the wrong way, it gets scratched.
Yes.
Right? You have to be really fucking careful with
it. There was not that extra layer of sort of coating in between the data and the disc layer. Yeah.
Right. So it's
real thin.
Really thin. They're very, like, they get scratched all the
fucking
like a CD
time. At the time. Yeah.
And like if you pop it in, it like barely plays, or it plays when it wants to type thing. And so the upside of Blu-ray and 4K was they added an extra layer to make sure that they were scratch resistant.
Yeah.
But that is not my experience recently.
Interesting.
Because I swear to Jesus, most of the Scream Factory movies I've been buying lately and most of the Criterions I've been buying lately have come in scratched.
Interesting.
And I'm talking fucking scratch, James. Like look at this
gouges?
fucking look at
his
this
last
fucking
Criterion haul would like give you nightmares.
Look at this fucking thing. This is out of the box. Look at this.
Oh no, those are
gouges.
Yeah, man, that's like severe.
These are gouges. Like
which one
that's crazy.
Was that?
That was Army of Darkness.
That was Army of Darkness.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. That's brand new, factory sealed.
Yeah, that doesn't make
And
any
it's
sense.
not
That
even-
looks like I would have anticipated that out of the bargain bin at a fucking
No.
Blockbuster.
Like I showed Tony, I actually showed this to in real life, but James, I just showed it to him.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's multiple scratches
Yeah,
all over
around.
it.
Yeah,
All over it. Like it looks like it was spun and fucking scratched as it was spun.
yeah. Someone tried to use someone put a nail instead of a laser inside.
Yeah,
and
that's
Someone
what
tried
it
to
looks
use it as a record.
yeah.
That's what it looks like. And it's like, I'm paying, now we're paying collector prices because we're buying out of boutiques.
Yeah.
And we need to continue supporting the boutiques because they keep bringing out these stellar special editions, and they're all
and they're the
limited.
ones doing the restoration.
They're the ones
work.
doing
They're
the
doing
restoration work. They're doing they're putting all of this work in for a niche business that only specific people are buying, and there's no fucking quality control.
Yeah.
Why am I paying this amount of money to get a fucking scratch disc?
Yeah.
And it's not like it's even. There was a movie I bought for Tony, Criterion. Dick Johnson is Dead.
Yeah.
And it was
Good
fucking great film. It was rattling around because it had fallen off the hinges, right?
Off the hinges, yeah.
No scratches whatsoever.
Huh.
But it's fucking rattling around.
Yeah.
Every single other movie I got that day scratched.
Jesus.
Credit to Criterion. I emailed Criterion and they sent me fresh discs back.
Well, that's very nice of them.
And they were all not scratched. So kudos to Criterion for fixing that.
Did they just send you the disc or like
they
the whole
sent me
thing?
the disc?
Oh, okay.
I just told them the specific. I had to show them pictures of the disc.
Yeah.
And then I had to hurt myself and write my name on the disc.
Oh, that's hardcore.
Which hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt my soul. And then
they sent
me new discs. So
that's
kudos
nice.
to them for making it right.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to Scream Factory about it, but I'm sure they would do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just really annoying.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not a fucking Amazon problem or a Walmart problem or a Barnes and Noble problem. It's a fucking
Direct from distributor,
distributor problem.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is going? Like I understand the business is harder. Like everybody's going through shit right now with the pandemic. Still, it's not over. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
And
inflation.
And fucking recession.
Yeah.
Like the business isn't doing terrific.
Right.
But it's like, what the fuck? Where's the quality control on this? And, and then I didn't mention Arrow because all of my Arrow discs come fairly no scratches, but there's errors on the discs.
Arrow has had that problem a lot recently.
They've had to fucking
disc errors.
They scale back their special editions now just because it was such a big problem.
Like they've had to reissue discs because there's so many fucking problems.
That's interesting.
Like Donnie Darko.
Yeah, our Donnie Darko one.
Donnie Darko, you couldn't see. It's fucking dark as shit. They had to reissue the disc. It's still dark, but half the players wouldn't play it.
Jeez.
And it's like, and I know Scream
up.
Factory is also going through that as well. And it's like, where's the quality control, guys?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to want to continue supporting these companies when I have to buy multiple copies or email people to get
to get
new
your
discs,
shit, to get it correct,
to get these correct. And we're like shit isn't cheap.
Yeah, no.
It's
as
not
you said,
cheap.
like they're collectors. We're not buying the normal fucking Blu-ray cases like you find at Best Buy or whatever. These are specifically reissued special release movies that like we're paying because they're reissued special release movies, because these like we're trying to support those companies that are like putting in that work to do the restorations to get collect all the special features to you know,
they're putting in the effort.
Alternate versions in some cases, or an entire other fucking movie in the case of that one that had like the entire sequel.
Shaft.
Had that. Like just included.
And I just brought over The Killer.
The Killing.
The Killing for Tony, and it comes with Killer's Kiss. If you want to watch that.
That's why I asked for it.
It's like they're putting in the effort.
And then something falls apart during the actual production run of these movies. Like they're doing everything right up into a point, and then something falls apart.
That disc didn't play.
Yeah, see, it's fucked.
There's no way that disc was going to play.
Yeah.
The moment I opened it, I was like, okay, this thing isn't going to work.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
No, of course.
And I've had to return shit so many times.
Like, what if you're buying a fucking gift for someone? Like, you know, like, you're not going to fucking open every single thing you get. Like, if you were buying Tony and, like, a Criterion or me a Criterion, which it's possible. It's definitely possible, yeah.
Well, I told him when he got them, I was like, yo, open it and check.
Yeah.
Actually, I opened Dick Johnson just to make sure it was fine.
Yeah,
but I got him another one, or his wife got him another one that I happened to buy.
Sure.
And I literally put a fucking like Post-it type thing that was like, I need you to open this tonight because I'm talking to
yeah.
Criterion
Right
to
now.
send me
Yeah.
new discs.
Yeah.
So if yours is fucked, I need to tell them it's fucked.
I'm okay with us 3 having a standing order, by the way, because you tend to order all of my movies for me.
It's fine.
You can just open them and just check.
Thank you.
Like I'm cool.
I might do that.
Maybe not for like Best Buy or
I
Amazon.
might
or whatever,
do that in
but, like,
future because it's
Criterion on them. If we're having these kind of problems, at least, as you said, like at least they're trying to make it right and they're trying to do their best to like
and
get
I've
through
had
it. But
like I've dealt with other companies where they've been nice about like they are nice. They do understand, and obviously I can't be the only poor hapless son of a bitch who's complaining.
Of course not.
It's just it really chaps my ass.
I get it.
I really wanted to say that phrase too, but
Chaps, his butt is chapped.
It's just annoying, and it's like I know I've gone a lot harder in the last 3 years, but it's like what the fuck?
Feels like it's happening more frequently.
It's happening much more frequently.
Yeah,
and it's very disappointing.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have like some saying from like Criterion or something that's just like, hey, by the way, we are aware, or like Arrow or Scream Factory of just like, hey, we're aware and like we're really, really sorry and like we are trying to work it out, but like, we're like a small boutique studio, whatever the fuck. Like you can tell me whatever you need, but just
they just cut 20% of the staff from Criterion a few weeks ago.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
rough.
That sucks.
So
keep buying Criterions, everyone, I think is the message here, but also
Absolutely.
just like, check your discs and
definitely check your discs and let us know if you're also having this problem. And and if you want to see what this fucking Army of Darkness disc look like, I will definitely make sure
we'll put up the photo on our socials.
We put it up on social because it's worth the look.
But yeah, just like as much as Dave is complaining, like please don't take this as a word to stop buying these.
No, please don't.
The message is continue, please buying these if you like.
Support these boutiques.
Support these people, but like
where else are you gonna watch Houseu?
It's true.
That's true.
Apparently,
we have to watch Houseu again.
They just did a TIFF screening recently.
Fuck me, Dave.
I know. And they screened Triple R today.
I know they did. I couldn't go to that.
I had to
sad.
give the tickets away. I was pissed.
So sad.
Sad times.
God,
and
that
it was
movie's
in
a
Telugu.
perfect movie.
It was in
Of course it was. It's TIFF, Dave. What do you think? They were going to use the Netflix Hindi dub? The fuck out of here.
So yeah, check your discs. Let us know if you're having the same problem. And yeah, I hope in 2023 that just like the QC is a little better.
Yeah. So I think that wraps us up then.
I think so.
This was fun.
Yeah,
It's a good
I
time.
enjoyed this.
Good 1962. What do we got coming up? We're wrapping up our year.
We're
Wrapping
almost
up
wrapping
season
We're
one.
almost wrapping
Yeah.
up season 1. We're definitely going to be speaking about Avatar
Yes.
and our best of.
Yes.
And then next year, you guys are going to have a couple guests while I go on a hiatus.
One to 6 guests.
While I go on hiatus for a couple of weeks.
We got some fun ones lined up. We've already started like filling out our guest list a little bit for the start of
Excellent.
season 2.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Obviously, we're going to be talking around. We might have to get Dave back for it, or at least talk to Dave. But around our 1 year anniversary of starting this podcast.
I'll be back. I'll be
It lines
back.
up. It's like by a day.
Oh
like I
my
think the
gosh.
episode's coming out on February 28th, and our first one was March 1st. So like, it's
I'll
like
come
right
back
there.
for I'll come back for that,
Yeah,
and I
okay,
will
good.
definitely
You
do
gotta
it.
do something special for that one.
Yeah.
I will do
yeah.
I'll do a Sundance hit.
Yeah. And also like just as like we put it out this week just because Spotify put out all of their Wrapped metrics and everything else. So just a shout out to all you guys for listening to our just the ludicrous amount of content hours that we've put out this year. In 5 different fucking countries, which is very, very cool.
Shout out to Finland.
I was about to say we're
coming in,
big in
man.
Finland.
Yeah.
India, Finland.
Shout out
I love
to
it.
India as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm glad you guys like listening to us bitch about movies.
Yeah.
Keep coming back, guys. We got lots of content.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got lots to come.
And lots to come. Season 2 starting soon. But first, we got 2 more left in us in December to wrap up this year and put everything, a nice bow on everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Until then, my name is Dave,
And I am Tony.
And I'm James.
and we'll be seeing you soon.
Yes, indeed.
See ya.
Bye.